You get to control what moves he does during the fight. What? Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. The fight starts out just like normal. Second phase starts when he starts sucking in all that blue mist. He goes, turtles up, and then he does a big AoE and gains ice armor, okay? This is the key. Caligo gets ice armor on 4 different parts of his body: wings, head, body, and tail, okay? Now, here's the thing they don't tell you. You can break the ice armor by hitting enough times, all right? Well and fine. But as soon as you break the ice armor on one of the parts of his body, not only does it do a big damage pop and it does a bunch of stance damage, it also limits him from doing his moves that are associated with that part of the body until he gets the ice armor back. If you're getting hit consistently by the tail attacks, break the ice armor on the tail first, and then you don't have to worry about tail attacks during the fight. Let's get the ice armor back though, and how this works is after you break 3 pieces, he goes back into the phase transition where he sucks in the blue mist, does the big AoE, and he gets all of it back, okay? So you can determine what moves you want to be fighting him with during the fight, and you can also get a lot of stance damage and a lot of damage pops and a huge damage window at the end of breaking 3 pieces of. The rest of the fight is pretty standard, pretty similar to the first one, so if you're comfortable with that, you'll be fine. What I want to tell you about is how to prepare for this. Mountaintops is an obvious choice because not only do you get anti-dragon effect from the dragon in the middle, which is 20% extra damage against dragons, that's huge. You also get frost resistance from the trolls and from the swordsman, and you get a guaranteed legendary from the ice dragon on top, not to mention the power of the mountain, which gives you frost resistance as well as reduces the amount of damage you take from getting frostbitten. However, those are all very good buffs that are specific to the Caligo fight. That's great. However, if you are struggling to get fire weapons or just having enough damage to do this in general, run the Crater. The Crater will give you fire weapons, and it will give you the option to take the best one that you get during your entire run, turn it into a legendary so you can dish out some crazy damage. Not to mention that, you can also find Dragon Wound Grease at merchants around the map, which lets you do that anti-dragon effect. I personally think this fight is really cool because it lets you control the fight how you want to. However, I think some of the other Everdark bosses are better. Let me know what you think in the comments and follow for more. Something super important that I forgot that I'm adding in now. Take the passive increased damage negation after taking damage. This is super important for the fight because there's plenty of times where either it's just very difficult to dodge an attack or you're taking guaranteed damage because let's say your frost buildup went all the way and now you took a big frost proc. Now you take less damage because you're taking so many hits, it's going to save you over the course of the fight.